Good afternoon, everyone. Craig, back at you, out today on the 2014 Honda Valkyrie. Beautiful afternoon, sunny. Temperatures probably about 55, mid-50s, high 50s. So nice day to get out in the month of April and enjoy a little bit of riding, going out to do some essential shopping. You know, it sounds so funny to say essential shopping because a few months ago, you know, you didn't need to have an excuse on why you were going outside to go to the store or whatever it is. You just did it. And because of the times we live in now you have to have some level of justification for being outside. So out to pick up a few things that I need to pick up and decided that I would take the Valkyrie. Haven't been out on this bike in, I don't know, maybe about 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks. I enjoy this bike. For those of you that have seen some of my other videos, I've done some videos on the Valkyrie, a Valkyrie playlist. Basically, whenever I take the Valkyrie out, I put it on the Valkyrie playlist. Again, because I don't think there's many people that have the 2014, 2015 Honda Valkyrie, so any kind of content that I can provide while riding this bike, I think is good for those of us that do own it. But being out on this bike as opposed to my other bike, which is a 2018 Honda Goldwing DCT Tour, there are some differences, and they're even made more evident when you go from one bike to another. I think those of you that own multiple bikes can kind of attest to that. If you have one bike and you ride that bike for a while and you switch off and you go onto another bike, you can immediately kind of detect the differences between the bikes. And for me, the main difference with there's a lot of difference, but the main difference is that on the Honda Valkyrie, naturally, it's not a DCT. So I'm back to using the clutch, you know, using my clutch lever and doing that. And when you haven't used your clutch, if you haven't used your clutch lever in a little bit, you know, it takes, I don't want to say it takes a while, it takes a few minutes to get back into the custom, into the what's the word I want? To get comfortable, again, using the clutch lever. So it's not like rocket science, you know, you ride for a couple minutes and you're right back into the swing of things, but I guess I could say I'm spoiled by the DCT. I'm spoiled because, you know, you don't have to think about the clutch, you don't have to think about how much throttle, you don't have to think about friction zone. You do have to, I guess, when I say you don't have to think about throttle, you do have to pay attention to the throttle because the thing can go on it. But you don't really have to pay attention to the friction zone as much as you do on a traditional standard bike. So the thing I love about this bike is the power that it has to it. It's a smooth riding bike. I say it all the time. It really is a smooth riding bike. And so I enjoy being out on this bike doing that. But if I had to say, I will say the DCT has gotten me spoiled. And for those of you that do have a DCT, whether it's a Honda Goldwing or another version of the Honda, for those of you that do have the DCT, you find yourself the same way. You're spoiled. Not having to use that clutch, it is just so much more convenient. And my take on it, the DCT, when you don't have to worry about the clutch, that's one more thing you can pay attention to. So you're not worried about the clutch. So now you have the ability to pay more attention to things on the road, pay more attention to your surroundings. You're not worried about downshifting. You're not worried about, am I in first gear? Am I in second gear? If you don't have ABS, am I going to spin the wheels? Am I going to stall out? You're not going to stall out on a DCT. So that is the advantage, to me, one of the advantages of having that DCT. Again, this is traditional. I do like it, but I am spoiled. And for, I guess, a question that I have for those of you, and I know this is such a small segment of the people that are watching these videos, but those of you that have Honda Goldwings or are thinking about going to the Honda Goldwing, what would stop you from getting a DCT? You know, if you're going to get the newer bike, why in the world, maybe I should phrase it this way, why in the world would you get a manual transmission over a DCT if the DCT was an option? For your Harley riders, again, I'm talking about mostly touring bikes, Harley riders, Indian riders, that are riding the touring bikes. If the DCT was an option on your particular bike, do you think you would go for it? If Harley all of a sudden 2021 came out with a DCT option for the street glide and the road glide, and you were due for a new bike, or you were considering a new bike, would you get the DCT option? Now, my take is most Harley owners would say no. Even if Harley came out with that option, I wouldn't. I like the traditional, shifting gears for the older Harleys that have the heel toe shifter. I like the heel toe shifter. There's just something that's, that's not right with a bike that automatically does it. I used to say the same thing until I got to the DCT, and I don't know. Like I said, I like this bike, and I like the fact that it has the power. I like the fact that it's a cruiser, but I do like the DCT. So would you switch? Would you switch? I don't know. I think there's room in the motorcycle industry for a DCT. And I'll use some unofficial numbers, and I say unofficial, this is what my dealer told me, so nothing that Honda officially released. But my dealer said they're easily outselling the DCT to the manual transmission Gold Wings at a 7-to-1 rate. Between 5-to-1 and 7-to-1 is what people are coming in, and they're buying 7 DCTs for every 1 standard transmission. I don't know, I think that says something. I think the industry is could be moving toward automatic bikes, as long as it's reliable. In the same vein, I think the industry is also will be moving toward electric bikes. The problem with me as far as the electric bike is you just don't get the range. Again, I like to ride for a while. I like to go out, like many of you, 200, 300 mile days would be great. You're just not getting the range on that electric bike. If they do get the range, if they had the range, and the price is affordable, let's go back to that. Price is affordable. I think the electric bike market, there would be some room there. I think some people would be seriously considering that. I don't know. Maybe I'm too new age. Maybe I'm not a traditionalist. But I think there's room in the motorcycle industry, for dual clutch transmissions. And I keep saying that like it's a brand new technology. It's not. It's been around for a long time. But with the Honda sales, I really would love if Harley took a page out of the Honda book and made a DCT engine. And I would love to see how many Harley loyalists would switch to that. So anyway, I hope you're out. I hope you're enjoying the day. I hope you're, getting around doing what you need to do while we're in these times. Let's, check on each other, love on each other, and be careful out there. And we'll be talking to you soon. Have a blessed day, everyone.